So welcome all in this morning session. So we are discussing human being as a coexistence of self and body. So basically we are trying to understand ourselves. We are trying to understand that we are not only body. So I exist, body exists, and both coexist. So that is what we are trying to investigate. So we discussed self and body in terms of need and activities. So we discussed that need of the body and activities of the body are temporary in time, but need and activities of the self are continuous in time. In short, I am a consciousness unit, body is a material unit. So this is what we are trying to verify whether it this proposal is true for me or not. Because if I consider myself only body, then my whole program will be body centric and physical facility centric. If we are aware of ourselves, then right understanding, right feeling will be included in those programs. The assignment is very simple. Throughout the day, we are trying to check the activity of self, activity of body. We are trying to see the need of the self, need of the body, and we are trying to conclude from this observation and noting down in journal. So if anyone has sharing regarding this, we can take it.
नमस्ते भैया।
जी.
तो भैया regarding this same thing, yesterday one thing happened with me and I feel like earlier I used to like get away from it, but yesterday I feel that's good. I have to go somewhere in a kind of functions and a ceremony, like something like a kind of function. So भैया, when I entered there na, because because of morning session or this time, like I'm always keep checking like whether what is the state of my feeling, whether it is aligned with natural acceptance or not. So when I enter there, I feel like yeah, I am not feeling bad. I willingly go there and I can observe everything in me, like whatever the content we are discussing, I'm like observing each and everything in me, and I feel, yeah, that's really great. Like earlier, what used to happen with me whenever I go in any kind of event, so at that time, I always have a kind of, I just like have my food and sit alone in somewhere and like just observing like what is going on. But yesterday's like I meet with the people whom I know there, and like I greet them, I ask them like how is going on, and when like I am in the line of taking food for in serving line. At that time, I'm also checking in me like whether I am getting frustrated or not, like how much. So that time I also able to see what is going in with me. And same thing, like there are a lot of varieties of food, like in sweets also. But I taken what I need, because somewhere I know that that's not the ultimate thing to get me happiness. I need to get happiness from right understanding only. That is the only source. So I took how much I need. I just avoid, like, I don't take too many things, and that time I feel, yeah. So from that I came to the conclusion that we like I have to go whenever I have kind of opportunity. That is the great place where I can observe each and every single thing. So whenever I am meeting with someone, like, I'm checking whether I'm taking kind of external pleasure. So I'm saying not there is nothing like that. But yeah, whenever I meet with a small children, at that time I am not able to find whether it is because of my natural state or because of his influence. So at that time I need to check. Otherwise, all over the function I'm able to see. But my mainly question, like, how whenever we meet to a small children's, like 1 year around, 1 to 2 year around. So the way of his speaking and all. So at that time, how we can check, like, yes, this is the source of external happiness, and this is the mine. I am happy because of my natural acceptance, natural state only. So that I want to know. Yeah.
So, uh, what happens with children, Bhaiya, when you meet with children?
Like when I meet with the children, I feel the happiness, the feeling of happiness within me. Like, but I'm not able to check whether because I meet with him, that's why I'm feeling happy, or I am in my natural state, that's why I'm happy. Because somewhere I lost my awareness for a moment of time. So that I'm not able to identify. Yeah,
Mm.
because the way of his speaking, the innocence he have. So like how I can identify like that.
So, if my happiness get disturbed with people, suppose we are
Mm,
meeting with a child,
mm,
I am feeling happy. When I
mm,
am meeting with another person after this child,
mm, mm,
and I am not feeling happy, so it
mm.
it means I am not interacting happily. I am
Okay.
interacting with the expectation of some conducive environment.
Mm,
For matured persons, I have some kind of preconditioning. For children, I have another kind of preconditioning.
mm.
So that's why I'm feeling more comfortable with the child, not with the
Okay.
others.
Okay.
If I am in Swabhav, then
Mm,
it will not be matter who is with us, because my reference is my innate nature.
right.
जी.
Okay. Nice. We are like literally yesterday, the because I compared like whatever I used to do whenever I go to any kind of functions or this kind of functions. But yesterday it was everything so natural and so effortless. Because somewhere I feel like, because we practice, or you always say, keep aware and keep be observer. So ultimately the points, like human wants relationship, harmony in ourselves, harmony in relation. So I feel, yeah, I'm trying to verify it, and I am able to see, yeah, that's the right proposal. So thank you for that, Bia. And one small thing, like about regarding yesterday's discussion. So when I check myself, or when I observe the points at that time, I'm able to see, yeah, like the feeling of not be recognition, but the I think somewhere the feeling of insecurity. Uh, as Abhilash mentioned in the statement, like discussion. So I am also able to observe that also within me. So thank you so much for that, Bea. Like, thank you.
But yeah, yesterday I observed myself and I have been observing myself. I got to know about this thing that my body need comfortness as a materialistically. Means I want soft bed for my bed. I want soft pillow for my neck. But on the other hand, simultaneously, for myself, I need fearlessness within me. I need a conflict free mind within me. I want to be resolved within me. I want to free from overthinking. So yeah, yesterday when I was studying, I noticed within me that what I want from my body, for my body needs, and what I want from my consciousness or myself. So I got to know about this thing that I'm seeing this separately, but uh, I want happiness. I want happiness continuously, but what are my ways? Are the main problems? Means I want happiness, but it is continuous, so I cannot get from temporary things, but from from years I want to. I am just taking this from that materialistic things. So thank you, Pia, for this observation. I got to know yesterday that my wants are not bad. My ways, what I'm doing from that particular food or that particular dress or something, I want that happiness, but it is not possible because my feeling is continuous, permanent. I want that, but whether I am not whether I am doing it materialistically or temporarily, it will not work. I have to do with right understanding. Thank you, Via.
Mhm. So it is good that you have observed both the things. So I need happiness, continuity of happiness, but it cannot be continued with material. So this observation help us to evaluate our preconditioning. What is happening? We are making many conclusions without any awareness about the thing, about the other people. Unconsciously, we are making many conclusions. But with awareness, we can evaluate our conclusions. And ultimately, these conclusions becomes our sanskar. So with that awareness, we will be able to evaluate our conclusions. So just for example, as you shared, so for example, you are in a party with a good dress and someone appreciate you that your dress is very good, your common sense is very good, your choice is very good. Now if I am not aware of it, that this appreciation cannot make me happy continuously. Number one. Number two, this person, this person's whole focus is on physical facility, materialistic things. So once I am aware of this, I will not be trapped of happiness that we get from recognition of others. So I will be aware this is very temporary thing. Today, if I am not in good dress, this person will not appreciate me. So his reference is outside. His reference of appreciation is materialistic things. So with awareness, I can evaluate all these things. But if I am not aware, I may feel happy and I may assume that happiness can be ensured with appreciation from others. And now my whole effort will be to select more dress like this. So unconsciously, we make many conclusions within us and it becomes our sanskar. and it starts reflecting in our behavior. But with awareness, we can evaluate all those decisions. So in that sense, this awareness will help us.
One thing is more, Bhaiya, that I'm observing myself. I'm just seeing myself that why I'm wearing this shirt, why I'm wearing this pants, what would I get from this, why I am behaving like this, what would I get from this. But simultaneously, Bhaiya, I am observing this in others also. If just for example, if someone is having iPhone and he or she is showing to me and someone is telling to me that I am coming in the car, or my mother would appreciate me, and she would just show me her gold bracelet, that look at this bracelet, what a quality of this, and its cost of this and that. So we are, from that I'm observing and evaluating within me that her ways of getting happiness is not good, but her wants are okay. It is natural that she wants happiness, uh, but I will not tell to anything to anybody where this, the path where I am walking is right or not.
So I am not telling him right or wrong at that time, but whenever we have an opportunity for discussion and other is able to receive it, then we may guide them.
Obviously I will guide, but now I'm only observing this thing. So we are, may I observe with this thing in someone else lives, or
See, ultimately, you need to evaluate yourself. You are observing someone, but we need to evaluate what is happening inside us.
yes we are.
So, suppose other is indulged in physical facility. Now I am observing it.
Hmm.
And so, what will I evaluate? I will evaluate two things. Number one, what is my state of being? My state of being means now I have a feeling of opposition or relation for that
Yes
person.
we are.
So even if he is indulged in physical facility, but if I have a feeling of opposition, I will be unhappy. So one
Yes
thing
we
I need to evaluate my feelings when people are not doing right things.
are.
Then their evaluation.
Yes we are means I am doing right. We are, position will not come anyhow. We are, by observing this I will not judge her or I will not judge him. I will only observe him or her for my observation. Thank you, Via.
जी.
जी नमस्ते भैया नमस्ते एवरीवन जी भैया just like as I was saying so I am also able to see this thing clearly that we have some deep conditionings where we mix both the needs. We have some physical needs and we have some consciousness needs. So when we mix both the needs, like I want happiness, and through some periodic things or through some momentary things, when I try to get, it creates problems. So my sharing is just this way that I am clearly able to see it that here I am trying to get the happiness, but it's temporary. And at the same time, in the real time only, I'm able to see this thing. So there are two things I'm able to see that because now I have the reference of innateness that I am already happy. Naturally, I'm happy. I just need to realize it. So I don't feel like that if not by appreciation, not by material, how will I get happy? Previously, it used to come in my mind for some months that UHV is closing all the ways, like not from clothes, not from TV, not from songs, not from relationship means appreciation from the relation, not from external approval. These all are not the ways to get happy because these are not permanent. That's completely correct. And what are the ways? But now, as that is getting established within me, that happiness is already there within me in my natural state. It's my innate nature. So I'm also getting the positive side of it, that I have to work on both the things. I need to evaluate that yes, here I'm trying to get the approval and appreciation. I'm doing something, I'm speaking something so that I would get the approval. But simultaneously, I'm not feeling like alienated that, oh yeah, what are the ways then? I'm feeling this thing as well, this established thing that happiness is already there within me. Because I guess I have heard it thousands of times, and many people might have heard the same, that uh, happiness is there within you, but we were not knowing the reference of it. What does it mean by within you? Now, when we understand right feeling, right understanding, right utilization of body, when we have all three things, then we realize, okay, by following all these things, this is the innateness, this is the natural acceptance. So even many doors are closed of happiness, of temporary pleasure. We don't feel like alone. We don't feel like isolated. So this is something that I wanted to share. Thank you. If you have to say something on this, please. Otherwise, thank you.
जी भैया, nice way. So generally what happens, earlier people used to over evaluate physical facilities, but with this UHV proposals, many people start under evaluating physical facility. So that's why it gives impression that all the ways of happiness are getting closed. But we need to right evaluate physical facility. And so when we say that happiness is our innate nature or it is an external influence, so people focus on that it is an external influence and it cannot give us happiness, but they do not focus on natural acceptance, which is the source of continuous happiness.
Correct.
It creates a gap, it creates isolation. So in both sides, we need to evaluate rightly. So physical facility cannot continue my happiness. This is one part, but it is important for the body in a limited quantity. So it cannot continue my happiness, but we have our innate nature where we can continue our happiness, as you said. So both sides we need to evaluate, but generally people start evaluating outside. So earlier they used to over evaluate physical facility. After this, they start under evaluating physical facility. And as you shared, Bhaiya. So we need to evaluate rightly, Bhaiya.
I have to share yesterday's one situation that is come across. We are now in the valuation camp, and we are at the end of the camp. Yesterday we were at the end of the camp. But our authorities said that we couldn't be relieved from the duties because some of the papers are left from the other branch. That is, some were more similar to us. But all of us from our group have argued that it was your mistake that you have been not allotted which earlier. And after so many discussions, uh, we were forced to go today also. But when we compare the situation to the natural acceptance, what I get is that we have to go because the graduation camp has to be successfully completed. That was from all the branches has to be completed. The reason behind the incompleteness is vacation is going on and so many teachers that has been assigned the duties are not there. So um, I'm comparing the situation like this, an unfair means of allotting the order. Always I come across such situations. Before UHV programs, I am getting disturbed with such a case, and I share this disturbance with others also. But after attending these UHP programs, this is my second situation which I am facing similar kind, and uh, within myself, I am thinking that we have to go and we have to complete it. But there is an injustice part here, right? How to address that? There is it clear?
Yes, say the last line.
There
Last
is an
line was.
injustice. There is an injustice in this assigning the duties because so many people have not been there at the camp and they are not taking any action on those people. So because of them, we are suffering. So
Ye- ye-
from our part to keep harmony in ourselves, we have to be there and do what we can do for ourselves. But even though when we are thinking on that, there is some injustice in assigning the duties like that. So how we can address the same to ourselves, not with others. How we can make ourselves that leave that part and think of yourself.
जी
Is it clear?
जी दीदी जी. So two things है ना are there. One is that my state of being, my happiness doesn't depend from outside event. So this is one part that you are sharing. I am in harmony, but injustice is not happening. Justice is not happening outside. है ना?
Yes.
So I am in harmony. This is one part. So justice is not happening outside because people are not able to see relationship with others. So justice happens when we see relationship.
Mm.
When we see relationship, then we can ensure mutual happiness.
Mm.
So this is the lack of relationship in other.
Mm.
So what we can do, maybe at that moment we are not able to do
Mm.
because understanding relationship takes time. So two things we can uh, do. Number one, we can communicate what we feel to other. So we can communicate to other that according to this or according to me, it should happen. This we can communicate without getting hurt. Even he is not accepting my views. So we can communicate this without getting hurt, number one. And number two, we need to think of right programs. What programs are required for society so that people may understand relationship with others. So like this UHB program is one of the programs. So we are working on Shiksha Sanskar. So with this Shiksha Sanskar, people will be able to see relationship with others. So somehow those people are not able to see relationship with others. So we need to make program in long term. So we can communicate what we feel about others. Number, we should make effort for right program in society. These two things we can do, Didi.
May I ask you one thing? Uh, from our group, some of us raised the problem for addressing the problem as a complaint for the higher authority. Is it a reaction or a response? Some of us has discussed that to raise this problem as a complaint to the higher authority. But actually, it doesn't work in a proper manner. anyhow, we have to address the problem as a
हाँ
complaint, written complaint, but it is a
जी
reaction, right? Um,
जी.
uh, and
So rather than complaining, we write what we want to see. There may be two approach. One is we should complain to others. Second thing is we will write what we want to see. So both approach are different. So for example, uh, suppose in our home, है ना, our husband is involved in laptop. He is working for a long time. Now there are two ways to communicate our feeling to him. Number one is in terms of complaint. Why you are so involved in a laptop? You don't care family members. You are always busy with yourself. This is one part, one way of communication. Second is I will ask him what I want to see. So actually what I want to see, I want to see that I want to see you to give some quality time to family. I want you to spend few hours with us. I want you to see working with us in daily work. So what I want to see, I am communicating him rather than complaining. So this approach we can take, Didi, even for higher authority. So we can communicate what we want to see rather than complaining others.
okay,
So,
thank you.
try this, Didi, and see what
All
happens.
right. Okay, okay, thank you.
जी दीदी. So try this, Didi.
Definitely try.
जी. Your voice is not clear, but I think you are saying thank you, right, Didi?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, Didi.
It's
Okay.
clear now?
जी. So with relationship, है ना, we will communicate what we want to see. With opposition, we will complain. So approach will change with our feeling. Okay, Didi.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Namaste, Didi. So we are discussing human being as coexistence of self and body. So we discussed need, we discussed activities. Now we can discuss response. So if you see consciousness can respond with assumption or with knowing. So consciousness may respond with assumptions or with knowing also. So if we respond with assumption only, then it may create problems, may create conflicts, because my assumptions and your assumptions may be differ. But if we are trying to interact, to recognize with the feeling of knowing, this knowing is a resolution. So we can see in our daily life that our conflicts are due to our assumptions. And these assumptions can be solved, can be verified with the help of education sanskar. Right? So education sanskar can help us to evaluate our assumptions. So with right kind of education, we can get resolution. With resolution, I can evaluate my assumptions. So if we are working with assumptions, our conduct may be indefinite. Partant. So we can take many examples. For example, like in particular days, for example, in north, when Navratri comes, many people start searching girls. They give some food, they worship the girls because of those preconditioning of Navratri. But as Navratri goes, their behavior with the child's changed. So it happens due to our preconditioning. When we go to, when we meet some other people, some different people with different assumptions, so our behavior will change. So we behave in one manner. As the people change, we behave in another manner. It is happening because of assumptions. So with assumptions, my conduct is indefinite. I am Parthan. But with knowing, through self-verification, with knowing, I will be able to evaluate, verify my assumptions. And once I am able to verify my assumptions on the basis of knowing, then my conduct will be definite. So with knowing, I am Swatantra, not dependent on others. With assumptions, I am dependent on my preconditionings. So knowing leads to definite conduct. Assumption leads to indefinite conduct. Right? So knowing means to see the reality as it is in its completeness. So once we know the reality, once we are aware of reality as it is, my conduct will be definite. And assumptions means, assuming means acceptance of the reality without knowing it. So for example, in case of human being, so if I am not aware of the reality of consciousness, that consciousness is a unit, I am not aware of this reality, then I assume human being as a body only. And once I assume human being as a body only, then I start interacting with others, keeping body at the center. So many things related to body will be a issue for us. For example, body color, body height, body make, clothes, all these become important issue for us if I assume human being as only body. But if I am aware of the reality that consciousness is a reality, body is a unit, both are coexisting, then I will be aware that as a consciousness I need continuity of happiness, others also need continuity of happiness. I also need respect, trust in continuity. Others consciousness also need respect, trust in continuity. Now my recognition and fulfilling will be definite. I will be interacting with other human being with feeling of trust, with feeling of respect. Because now I know human being is coexistence of self and body. I know that consciousness is a reality, a unit. I know that everyone consciousness needs continuity of happiness. Now my interaction with others will be definite. But if I have assumed only body as a human being, then in every interaction, my conduct will change as per the physical facility, as per the body. So assumptions lead to indefinite conduct. Knowing lead to definite conduct. So we can ask ourselves what is naturally acceptable to us, to live with definite conduct or to live with indefinite conduct. So as a consciousness, we have both choices. I may live life with assumption only. I have another option to know the reality and to live life. So as a consciousness, we have both the options, assumptions and knowing. If we are living life only on the basis of assumption, then it may conflict with others. It may change with time. So we need to explore. We have both the choices. If we make effort for knowing, I may be aware of the reality in its completeness. If I am not making effort to know the reality, I will be living with my assumptions. That may lead to indefinite conduct. So we have both the options. We can live through knowing, we can live through assumptions. And through education sanskar, we can help others to evaluate their education, their assumptions. So through education sanskar, we can help others to know the reality. And this morning session UHP program is one kind of education sanskar where we are helping others to evaluate their assumptions and to shift from assumptions to knowing. Right? And with this understanding, we can see that I am a consciousness unit. And continuous happiness is the need of consciousness, and it can be fulfilled by right understanding and right feelings. So the need of consciousness is fulfilled by activities of consciousness, and need of the body is fulfilled by material. Right? But if I assume myself only as a body without knowing, then my need is continuous happiness, and I will try to get continuity of this happiness from physical facility. And if I am trying to get happiness from physical facility, I will start accumulating physical facility. And with this accumulation, even after lot of physical facility, I may be feeling deprivation. I may be feeling deprived. So we become trapped into a loop. We feel deprived because we have assumed ourselves as a body. So we work only for body, physical facility. And after a lot of work, we again feel deprived because continuity cannot be ensured with physical facility. So we become trapped into this loop of deprivation. We don't feel enough, then we make effort for physical facility by any means, and we accumulate, and there is no point of satisfaction. Then again we go into this loop. So we keep moving into this loop with the assumption that human being is only the body. But with knowing, we can be aware that human being is not only the body. I exist as a consciousness unit, body exists as a material unit. And I can continue my happiness with right understanding and right feeling. So through the knowing, we can come out of this loop. So we need to check if we are caught up this loop or not. Right. So that we need to verify. So let's take a few discussion on this. Then we will move ahead.
Uh, Yesterday, sir, I was thinking about assignment and I got some points. So please evaluate me. Um, I want to share something. So we know that all physical facilities are temporary need, and need of the self is continuous happiness. Yeah, yesterday I observed that I need thoughts, emotion, feeling continuously because I saw whenever we talks with anyone, that time I need my right understanding and right thoughts. Because, I keep observing that many times in my staff, juniors do the work of seniors, but happily. But sometimes seniors are frustrated and they pass their frustration to juniors, and I see same frustration on the juniors faces. So I think as a human we need emotions, continuously, and I think humans need right thoughts, because if juniors have right understanding, then they cannot get affected by anyone. And I think I we need feeling continuously, feeling of trust, love, respect, and gratitude, because every time when I listen to anyone, that time my right understanding and thoughts uh, help me.
जी भैया, so it is nice observation, you know, that we are not bound to get affected from others. We have choice. So
Yes,
we have
yeah.
choice. So this choice we need to explore. Suppose this material. So material doesn't has any choice. Plants doesn't have any choice. But as a human being, do we have choices that we need to explore? So something is happening outside in our surrounding. Are we bound to get affected? That we need to check.
Yes,
If we are bound, then we will be unhappy. If we have choice, I may continue my happiness. So this is nice observation, Bhaiya, no? That we have choice.
yes, Pia. Thank you, Pia.
Namaste, Didi.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Didi.
Sir, I wanted to ask you that what do you mean by activities of consciousness?
Activities of consciousness.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it is simple, Didi. If you observe yourself, you know, you
Huh?
just tell me what do you do whole day. Like, tell me a few things. What do you do in whole day from
I read
morning?
books.
Ji,
Yes, sir.
Didi?
I I read books. I do exercise, and then I help my mother in
Hmm.
household work, and then I consult some things with my sister, and
Hmm.
I watch serials with my mother, and also a katha on uh, Astha channel,
Yes.
and then I study for some time.
Yes. So this is happening
Uh,
outside. So you are helping your mother, your sister. Now, before helping, do you think how to help them? Do you think this or not?
no,
So how you can compliment them? Do you think this or not? Suppose,
sorry, I'm not
suppose,
getting it.
suppose uh, there are four members in house, है ना? One is mother, one is child, one is husband. Three members. Now you are helping all the three.
Huh.
So you help in the same manner or different manner to different people.
Different manner, different manner.
Same manner. Like child is not able to eat food, so you will help him. है ना? You will take food. You will help him to feed him.
Yes,
Suppose mother has a headache, then you will give her a medicine.
hmm,
है ना?
yes,
So you are helping others in a different manner as per their need. Right?
huh,
Didi? As per their need,
yes,
you will helping.
yes, sir.
Now, what is what are their needs? So before helping them, you think in yourself that my mother need medicine, but my child need guidance. Do
Okay,
you?
about treatment.
So you think over this before helping,
Yes, yes,
right? So when activity is going on, thought, you are thinking, you are analyzing. So this is one
yes,
activity
sir.
that is going on,
Hmm,
right? And when
yes,
you
sir.
think how to complement, after analyzing, after thinking, you select at one point that I can help my mother with medicine.
Yes, sir.
So you select one thing. So this selection is also going on in you. So selecting testing is also going on in you.
Yes, sir.
Now, with all this, you desire that your mother will be happy with this. Ultimately, you are desiring for happiness. So this desire, thought, expectation is going on in us.
Yes, sir.
So these are the activities of the self.
Okay. Whatever I'm thinking and I'm making decisions.
So decisions are happening in the consciousness.
Okay.
So these are the activities that is happening in consciousness in ourselves.
Oh, I used to think that many of the activities are unconscious.
What are the many activities?
Are unconscious. I used to think that.
Unconsciously.
Like, like if I care of my mother, that time I used to think that it is natural, it is unconscious because it is happening.
Yes. So it is natural, but we are thinking over this. It is natural that I will help others. But before helping others, we think, how can I compliment others?
Yes,
What is
sir.
the need of others? So this thought is going on in me. So this is an activity.
Mm-hmm.
So we interact outside for a moment, for a certain period, but we think inside for a long time.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So after medicine, you will think whether now she is feeling relaxed or not. So all these things are going on in your consciousness.
Yes, sir.
So this desire, thought, expectation, analyzing, all these are the activities of the self. Right?
Okay. Uh, I have one question. Like, if we are taking breath, and this is unconscious thing. Is it, sir?
Breathing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Unconsciously, it is happening, but you are taking decision unconsciously. So many decisions you are taking unconsciously.
Oh.
So you are with this body.
Hmm.
You have accepted coexistence with this body, but you are not aware of it.
Uh-huh.
Someone is harming your body. Suppose you are crossing the road and suddenly a bus comes.
Hmm.
Immediately you will pull your body back. This decision has happened unconsciously. But
Hmm.
decision has happened because you want to protect your body.
Hmm.
So many decisions are going on unconsciously. Unconsciously means I don't need to focus on that with
Hmm.
awareness. But I have accepted those decisions. So that's why I
Yes,
take
sir.
it.
Hmm.
Uh,
If I'm
So
taking breath normally, this is unconscious. But if I do yoga and pranayam, that time that becomes conscious.
जी. So breathing is an activity of the body that is happening naturally.
Hmm.
है ना? But it is happening because of my decision. If I want, I can stop breathing.
Yes, sir.
So you can stop it for 1 minute, 10 seconds. So
Hmm.
it can be stopped. But it is happening naturally also. But your decision is included in this.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Okay, Didi. So it's time for Hindi session.
Yes, sir.
So we can
Thank
continue
you, sir.
discussion tomorrow.